A'udhu billahi minash shaitanir rajim. Bismillahir Rahmanir Rahim. My dear students, in this lecture I am about to start delivering the concept regarding a well-known continuous random variable distribution which is named as the normal or the Gaussian distribution. This distribution is derived by the well-known German mathematician named Gauss. Carl Friedrich Gauss was the German mathematician who derived the distribution. After highlighting some of the properties of the Gaussian distribution, I will tell you something about Carl Friedrich Gauss. So, first of all, it is a bell-shaped symmetrical distribution or a curve. It is perfectly symmetrical about the mean, so that since it is perfectly symmetrical, that's why the value of mean, median, and mode are equal in this distribution. If you have studied the concept of kurtosis, so let me explain over here that beta 1 is the measure of skewness, a moment based skewness. So in normal distribution case, beta 1 is always equals to 0, and the measure of kurtosis, which is moment based measure of kurtosis, beta 2. So beta 2 value is exactly equals to 3 in case of a Gaussian distribution. So what is the domain basically? Since it is the asymptotic curve, the bell-shaped curve, which is being described over here in the form of some cushions I've made of a normal distribution shape. So these curves are having the asymptotic ends. That's why we cannot obtain the domain values exactly. So Gauss solved that problem and gave us the reading of approximate domain, which is mu minus 3 sigma is the minimum value of the normal distribution variable, and mu plus 3 sigma is the maximum value. Where what is mu and sigma? These are obviously the value of average, mean, and the value of standard deviation of the data. So if we talk about something regarding Dr. Carl Friedrich Gauss, so he got an honor after driving the relation of the normal distribution, and the government of that time honored him by publishing a note of 10 German mark. Always remember the note, the picture on note is very important. So it was indeed a great honor for this professor. And if you want to see the German mark note, it is also available on Google. If you just write 10 German mark on Google, you can see the currency note. Here I am also presenting you the same currency note. So this is the picture of Gauss, and obviously this is the curve which has been printed on the note, and you can also see the density function is also written over here. So that was a great honor. And why Gauss was honored by such a remarkable thing? The answer is that he basically decoded the law of nature, the model of the nature. कुदरत ने जो बनाया हुआ है चीज़ों को, बहुत सारी चीज़ों को, तो majority of the nature creation are basically following this bell-shaped curve, and I will also explain how the nature follows the normal curve. But before this, we should have to have some knowledge about the probability density function. It is a complicated one, obviously, but if you just uh, read it some more times repeatedly, so you will also remember it. It is simple, 1 upon root 2 pi sigma, which is the standard deviation basically. Sigma is outside the root sign. Remember this. If you want to keep it inside the root sign, it will be sigma square. So right now it is 1 upon root 2 pi sigma. E, which is the Neperian constant, e raised to power half, and again remain as the power. There is a square term x minus mu upon sigma to the whole square, and again the original domain has been shown like minus infinity and plus infinity. This is the rule of mathematics, especially if we are dealing with the asymptotic type of functions. Whenever this e is written somewhere in the function, so it is understood that in the domain there will be some infinity or minus infinity will be present. So these are the two parameters I have already mentioned in the last slide, in the previous slide, that mu and sigma are the two parameters which are nothing but the mean and standard deviation respectively. So if I give you a task, a simple task, to simplify this PDF probability density function by putting the values of mu and sigma respectively 0 and 1. So are you able to solve this, simplify this by taking x as x, but by replacing the mu, the value of mu is equals to 0 and sigma is equals to 1. So you can also pause the video and you can do it. So I hope you have simplified the function. So simplified form is said to be the standardized form of the normal distribution. So Gauss termed it. After putting mu is equals to 0 and sigma is equals to 1, Gauss named it standard normal distribution. सारी normal distributions का एक standard उसने बना दिया because he want to simplify the things. शायद गॉस को पता था कि जो नेक्स्ट जनरेशन आएंगी वो मैथ में इतनी स्ट्रांग नहीं होंगी, तो उसने बेसिकली हमारे काम को आसान किया. एंड लेट मी शो यू द सेम फंक्शन. आई होप यू हैव सिंप्लीफाइड द सेम फंक्शन, बट आई एम यूजिंग अनदर वेरिएबल notation over here. You have obviously used the value of x, it is also right, but right now I am using z, and in fact I didn't use z, Gauss did. So it doesn't matter. X, Y, Z are the symbol to represent the variable, so it is not a big deal if I just use or he just use Z. So function of Z is equals to 1 upon root 2 pi. Sigma is gone because the sigma is 1. E raised to power minus Z square upon 2. So where is Z square? This becomes Z square. Focus on this. X minus mu upon sigma become x minus mu upon sigma to the whole square becomes Z square, and half is there. And how we got this domain minus 3 to plus 3? Remember, I show in the previous slide that the value of domain can be obtained by using these formula. So what if we just put mu is equals to 0 and sigma is equals to 1? Obviously you get the minus 3 as a minimum value and plus 3 as a maximum value. So we did the same over here. So we also got the domain. So it is a common belief that whenever the variable is a z variable, a z score, so the range of the z scores are always, since it is standardized, so it always remains in the boundary of minus 3 to plus 3. So in order to understand the z value, the value z, right? So let me give you a flavor of z transformation as well. What was the z transformation? This is the z transformation. Z is equals to x minus mu upon sigma. बहुत सारे डेटा सेट्स इस z ट्रांसफॉर्मेशन की मदद से ट्रांसफॉर्म किए जाते हैं. If you want to see the magic of this z transformation, so I will give you a simple task, and the task is to write any 5 numbers of your choice. Here I have written A, B, C, D, and E, but it is my request to please make a column, write down the serial number from 1 to 5, and write down 5 numbers of your choice. It doesn't matter if your numbers are of unit entries or tenth or hundreds or thousand or millions or billions. Doesn't matter. If you can handle the calculation, you can write 5 numbers, and after writing the 5 numbers, you just pause the video and find the average of 5 numbers, that is the mean mu, and also the standard deviation of these 5 numbers using your calculator, or even you can use calculator.net on internet. Online calculators also available. So you just write the 5 values in your calculator and find mu and sigma. After finding the value of mu and sigma, you need to transform your x variable into z variable by using the same transformation. So calculate it individually. First, you have to use the first value you have supposed already and subtract the value of average of these 5 values from it. And after subtracting the average, you have to divide it by the sigma, which is already being calculated. So after obtaining these 5 values, you can see this data will be shrunk and put it in the boundary of minus 3 to plus 3. Now see, आप ये ऑब्जर्व करेंगे कि जो डेटा अब आपके पास आया है z की फॉर्म में, तो -3 से +3 की रेंज में बाउंड हो गया है. तो बेसिकली यू हैव got the standardized form of your variable. And if you again put all these 5 values in your calculator and try to find the mean and the standard deviation, so this time you can get the value of mean of z is equals to 0. You all get 0 or closer to 0 since the values are only 5. It depends how much accuracy you are observing, the decimal places you are counting during your calculation. The mean will be 0 and the standard deviation value will be 1. तो ऑटोमेटिकली कोई भी वेरिएबल आप सोचें, कितनी ही बड़ी बड़ी वैल्यूज लिख लें, जब आप x को z में कन्वर्ट करेंगे तो इस डेटा की खुसूसियात ये होंगी कि इट विल बी बाउंडेड बिटवीन द लिमिट्स ऑफ -3 to +3 and the average will be 0 and the standard deviation will be 1, and these are called the z-scores. Right now I am going to show you the same calculations I gave you as an assignment in MS Excel. Okay, stay tuned. Now here is the screen of Excel. So I am again doing the same thing which you did already, but I will do something more. 1 2 3 4 5 serial number has been done. Now the values of x, let me suppose I am writing 32, 5 and suppose 324, 12 and 56. All these 5 values has been generated. So in order to find the average, what is the syntax? The syntax of finding the average using the MS Excel software, the syntax is equals to average and the range, and after pressing enter I got the result. It is the mean of this data, and in order to get the standard deviation I will use the command is equals to stdep, and better to write p because we are supposing this as a population, considering this as a population. So now this is the standard deviation, and now in the next column I am generating the values of z. The first value of x is in B2 minus, we have to subtract the average, and since we are going to drag down these results, copy pasting, that's why we have to fix this column, fix this cell of B7 by hitting F4. If you hit F4, then the cell will be freeze, and those who know MS Excel can better understand this. And what should we divide? Yes, the standard deviation which is written over here. Again, I am hitting F4 so that it can also be freezed. And the first value of the z-score has came out like -0.4467. And after copying and pasting it, we can get all these z-scores. So my z-scores are -0.44, -0.67, -1.978, -0.61, and -0.247. So what if I just copy it, this data, and paste, instead of pasting the values, I'm using the command paste special because I want to eliminate the formula. तो paste special में values को paste करने पर अब ये values जो हैं change नहीं होंगी. These are the results. ये value formula based हैं, किसी वक्त भी F2 दबा के आप देख सकते हैं. And since I got this result, so I am going to sort it out. How we can sort the data? By hitting the data menu and then sort, and the values of z, smallest to largest, obviously, and now we got these values. So these are called z scores. ये z scores हैं जो आपके सामने आ गए हैं. इन z scores को अपने पास सेव कर लें और ये z scores आपको कहीं और भी मिलेंगे. So right now I am finishing this lecture over here, and we will meet in the next lecture inshallah. Thank you very much.